Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an advice video for you guys. I've gotten a couple of requests to do this in my DM on my Instagram, and it's going to be a relationship advice video. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm going to try to not make it super duper long, but I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of advice based off of my experiences and also just generalized advice, period. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so first things first. If you hear sounds in the background, sorry about that, as I always say. But anyways, so relationship advice. So I'm someone who has only been in one to two serious relationships, very serious, very long-term relationships. My very first serious relationship was about 2 years to three, almost like my whole high school year, um, or high school experience. And my last one was almost three, so it was like 2.5. So now I want to say that because I feel like it's kind of hard to talk about this because I haven't really gotten any questions. That way I can, say things based off all of those questions. But I do feel like the most common thing that has been asked is, why do I constantly want someone that doesn't want me? Or why do I feel like I'm always having the shorter end of the stick? And you know what? Honestly, it's just for the simple fact that you're not wrong for wanting someone that wants you, but you do have full control over the situation. Now, if you are talking to a guy and you see that he's not giving you any type of, not any type of attention, but like if he's not really putting an effort and you're doing more than what he's doing, drop him. If someone really wants you, they're gonna do anything and everything possible to get you. You understand? They're gonna do anything. Um, Whether it's texting you consistently, making plans with you, calling you, checking on you to see if you're okay. Did you eat? How are you feeling? Really getting to know you. And when I say getting to know you, I mean really getting to know you. Like taking the time and really asking you questions. Because a lot of people just like to jump the gun and just be like, oh, you're so beautiful, you're this, you're that. And that's nice and all. But us females, at least speaking for myself, we want substance. You know, it's like we already know that we're beautiful. We need something that's going to make us, you know, wow us. Like, don't sit here. Let me put my phone on vibrate. Don't sit here and just compliment us every day. We get complimented on a daily from other people. So the whole purpose of you trying to talk to us or us giving you a chance is to show us something different. And you're showing what everyone else shows us. So I feel like the reason why you're wanting someone that doesn't want you back is probably because 9 times out of 10 they're wanting something out of you that they don't even deserve, which is sex. And if they don't get that, that's it. And I feel like if someone is already showing you that and you like them more than they like you, then they don't deserve you. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, they probably only like you because of your physical appearance. And that just comes down to you really having to get to know who you're gonna be in a relationship or who you're dating, because I feel like, again, a lot of guys just like to jump into shit and they don't like to take the time. And I feel like you need to be friends with someone first. My most common mistake that I've made is that, like, I would do a guy, so like I see a guy, I think he's cute, and I'm like, I want a relationship, or I want a potential relationship to come out of this, and I go in it with relationship intent. Okay, not like with relationship intentions, but I'm kind of talking on relationship levels. Like I'm kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm kind of just forcing relationship on them, and I feel like, it's implied that you think he's cute, right? But just go into it and just literally get to know him. Like how you're getting to know a friend, get to know him, and vice versa. He should be getting to know you on that friend level. because that's a lot of reasons why relationships don't work half the time, because it's like you think you know your partner until you get into a relationship, and all of a sudden your man can't handle you getting an attitude because he did something that you didn't like, and he's just like, man, it's whatever, it's not that serious, you take things too serious, or you're mad sensitive, or everything's a fucking problem, all you want to do is argue. Those are the most common things I hear from guys sometimes, is all you want to do is argue. I don't know about other females, but for speaking for myself, I'm not someone that likes to argue. And if I'm arguing with you, it's because I care. I don't just sit here and argue. I don't make a living off of arguing. I don't get paid to argue. So what makes you think I really want to argue? If I'm arguing with you, it's because I care. And I feel like a lot of guys want you to be submissive. I'm saying a lot of guys, but I don't want any guys to think that I'm making this about every single guy in the world. This is literally for the guys that do this only. They want you to be submissive. They want it their way, and that's it. They don't want you to go back and forth. Basically, if they do something that you don't like, they want you to be like, all right, cool. Even like they'll apologize, which is like the most common thing to say. I'm sorry, but like, what are you sorry for? You know what I mean? What are you really sorry for? They want to say I'm sorry, and then they want you to be like, you know what, it's fine, and just drop it. They don't want to deal with the arguing. They don't want to deal with you saying, hey, this is what you did wrong. This is why I didn't like it, and I want you to change it. Not change it for me, but change it for the relationship. And I feel like they don't want to hear that. They'll flip it and be like, you just want to argue, and at least I told you I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry does not fix wounds. I'm sorry are just words. You need actions behind it to really fix it. If you care about your woman, if you're a guy and you care about your woman, fix it and really fix it. Um, Girls, don't sit here and get played. Know your worth. I feel like a lot of females may not know their worth because they're stuck with guys that have manipulated their freaking mind and made them feel low themselves, and made them feel not beautiful, and made them feel like they could find no one else better than them. No, there is literally 7 billion people on this planet plus, okay? And that's of, I think, last year. I don't know of this year, but pretty much 7 billion people on this planet. Do you really think that you're the only one that's going to treat me right? No. There's always someone that's looking for you. Me speaking to a female, if you're watching. There's always someone that's wishing for someone like you. And there's a guy out there for us that's wishing for us. And did I say that right? I don't think I said that right. What I'm trying to say is that, because I think I just repeated myself. What I'm trying to say is that, and there are guys out there that we're dying to meet, that we want, and I kind of feel like there's someone for everybody. And don't sit here and settle and feel like you can only talk to not one person. You can only be with one person, and that's the only person that you'll ever be with. And it's kind of hard. It is hard when you have history with that person. Trust and believe that. My past relationship, I thought I could not find nobody else. I'm still single, but I know that someone is dying to have me. And not everyone deserves you. You cannot give your time to everybody. You need to know how to literally weed out how people are in the beginning. Don't wait until you're in too deep, because once you're in too deep, you can't even think straight. You're caught up in a relationship and you can't get out, and it's hard. And at that point, you just start making dumb decisions because you're thinking with your heart and not your brain. You need to figure out how people are in the beginning, and it's so important. I'm the person who always attracts people who literally have like issues, like bipolar, compulsive liar. They're it's just they only see things their way, and they just have a way of manipulating you because they know that you're gonna stay. And this is why I say get to know who you're talking to. If someone clearly doesn't like you as much as you like them, drop them. Even if they're cute, there's so many good looking guys on this planet. You know how many times I walk out into Times Square or just anywhere in a city and I can see like 10 guys on the street and they all look freaking sexy as fuck, but that doesn't mean that they're a good guy for you. You need to not be shallow too, because you can't always blame the guys. Like, yeah, like, guys are coming up to you because you're pretty and they thinking that you're a certain way. They're not getting to know you, and they probably don't even care because they're trying to get in your pants. But as a female, if you know your worth, you need to really put your foot down and be like, you don't like me as much as I like you, I don't need you. There's going to be someone that's going to like me just as same, at the same level. And you also need to build yourself and build that confidence before you even get in a relationship, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love someone else. And they're gonna see that, and they're gonna see how weak you are, and then they're just gonna toy with you like you're a freaking game. They're gonna hold you on that string like this and just be like, the hell with you. You know what I'm saying? So you really need to, like, I'm jumping around, but us as women, anyone in general, even guys, you need to know your worth, you know? And some guys, they know, I feel like they know that they're not a good guy, but they like to speak so highly that like they are. I've done talk to people where they spoke so highly of themselves, and as soon as they got me, they started doing everything that the last person was doing. But they hate being compared, right? They're not that person. You did what they did, and if you didn't do the exact thing that they did, you handle it a little differently. It's still, the same thing, if you get what I'm trying to say. Obviously, guys have their own ways of getting to what they want, as meaning your pants, right? One guy may just jump into it and just be like, I just want to hit. The next guy might take you out. He might, I don't know, buy you flowers. He might let you meet your parents. He might do the most and make it seem like he wants a relationship, right? And he may really want a relationship and then realize that it's not what he thought. And this is why guys need to stop looking at females and being like, she's bad. Okay, she's pretty, but is she wifey material? Really get to know the female. Same thing for girls. Really get to know the guy. It's very easy. Nowadays, a lot of girls are dumb, and they'll be with a guy who looks super, super sexy, and they'll give it up, and then they get mad at the guy like, oh, blah, blah, blah. First of all, you knew what you were getting yourself into. If he's already showing you, and not he don't even gotta say it. If he's already showing you what kind of guy he is, honey, the ball's in your court. At this point, you're the one to blame. Even I can say that myself in my past. I've let guys walk all over me like I'm a freaking doormat. And looking back, I'm like, what was I thinking? So I think us as females really need to take responsibility for our actions too, because I feel like we blame it on guys and be like, oh, like he did this, he did that. But like, honey, like I'm pretty sure he's shown you things in the beginning, like red flags, and you was just kind of ignoring it. Some guys though are extra sneaky. Like they'll literally get to know you or come off like they really are serious, and then they'll dead ass play you. Like that literally just happened to me like a month and a half ago. Like you really think they're good and they're not, and then they blame you for how they act. Horrible. You need to be with a guy, you need to be with a man that's going to take responsibility for his actions. Be like, babe, I'm sorry that I did X, Y, and Z, and I'm not going to do that again, and really show it. Don't sit here and flip it and be like, oh, well, you did this too, and you did this. Nothing's going to get resolved that way. You know what I mean? You need someone who isn't going to point fingers. You need someone that's going to really take responsibility for their actions, not make it about them, and be like, you know what? Really, they have to really acknowledge your feelings too. Because a lot of guys, they be like, I get it, and then they be like, but, and then they start talking about them. It don't work like that. It don't. It's two people in a relationship. Two, not one. And I feel like a lot of guys, they go into relationships with a single mindset frame. Like, okay, like they forget. Like they'll take the woman out to eat and stuff, but they forget that it's two emotions. It's not one. You're dealing with another person. You have to put their feelings first sometimes too. It should be equal, but you need to be considerate. It's not a single relationship, and if you wanted to be single, be single. I feel like it's as easy as that. And I feel like there's a lot more things I want to say. Oh, also, I feel that I've seen girls sleep with guys or sleep with a guy that they know is not a good guy and literally get knocked up with him, get pregnant, have a kid, repeat. Then they don't even give themselves time to heal. Instead, they jump into another relationship with another guy, get pregnant from another guy, and they be like, oh, niggas and shit. You ain't shit. First off, the first guy played you. Learn from it. Grow. Focus on that first kid. Don't be trying to jump into the next relationship. And if you are jumping in, get to know that person. Now you look extra dumb for getting pregnant again by someone who played you. Again. Now you got two different baby fathers that played you. Like, are you for real? Are you for real? And I feel like girls really like to blame guys. It's like, I feel like blame the guy if he already, I feel like you should only blame a guy if he already knows you and he knows better and he's still doing fucked up stuff. Now, if it's just the beginning and you're getting these red flags and you're just letting it go and you're just like, oh, whatever, whatever, that's on you. That's not on him. At the end of the day, he's gonna try and get whatever he wants out of you, and it's up to you if he gets that. And if you give it to him, he won. So, honey, I feel like girls, we need to really take responsibility. I feel like a lot of females think that that guys have control. We have control. We produce. I mean, with the help of a man, but we produce. We carry children. We push out kids. Like, not saying that guys need us, but it takes two, you know. So it's like, you're in full control, honey. You have what he wants, and you don't have to give it to him if you don't deserve it, you know. I'm just saying. I feel like there's more I can say, but that's the gist of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this advice video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, turn on your post notifications so you'll be alert whenever I do post a new video, which would be the bell button on my page or under the video if you're on like a laptop or computer. I'm saying this just so you guys do not miss my videos, and I really want you guys to interact with me in my videos so that way I know what to post. Usually I just come up with stuff and I just put it out there. I hope you guys have been liking my Halloween tutorials. I'm coming up with the next one soon. What else? Don't forget to follow me on my Snapchat and my Instagram. I'll leave them up here as always, right here. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.